Hey guys, I got a thing. Spooky girl. With the engineering taken ill, we decided to use the shredded remnants of their department to store Rico's archives. Just until the engineers, you know, start existing again. He won't need to renovate the library until they restart their technical course, which requires students with arms and or legs. Does that mean I get to keep this thing? Help yourself. What you gonna do with it? I don't know. I just want to look at it. Well, good luck with that. Okay, job done. I'll go put this in my room, do a quick patrol, start my private investigation. Let's talk to her. Why'd you leave the coven to work here, Rumman? Rumman? Well, what's the cult of motto? Preach harmony and compassion, for the universe offers neither. Exactly. Try to make the world a better place because it's incredibly shitty, and that's what these guys do, man. But rather than being nice and helpful to our neighbors, they're creating vaccines, technology, and all that kind of stuff. The Miskatonic's on the frontier of occult science, and working here means you get to be a part of collective of history makers. Trust me, Charlotte. They'll remember us when these guys cure cancer, polio, or tentacolitis. Makes sense to me. What about you? Why'd you decide to work here? Same reason I became a witch. I really like all this creepy bullshit. Rumman seems to think these guys are on the level, and if I go blabbing about what I saw in New Orleans, I could lose my job. Maybe it was just a handful of nutty folks performing weirdo experiments outside the universe's eyesight. Don't lose faith, Charlotte! Don't lose faith! Then again, it was a whole faculty, a whole facility. I always get facility and faculty mixed up. Whole facility dedicated to it, with a tunnel leading there and warning signs and stuff all over the walls. No way this was a legit operation. I'm gonna go find out who's at the top. That's right, girl. That's right. Get it back. Where's Lizzie? Where's my side chick at? I don't want to talk to any of you. She might know a little more. Did you know our library holds records of every encounter with Yogg, the horrific god of eternal knowledge in human history? Wow. How many encounters have we had? None. Weird, right? Oh. Maybe that's why there's so many goofy fellers around. No knowledge god to give them some knowledge. Huh. That explains a lot. That it does. That it does. Him maybe? Thanks to our efforts in the corporium, pure natural medicine has advanced 200 years. New England's mugenic atmosphere has gone from cataclysmic Armageddon to a mild mutational nuisance. When I was a kid, I saw guys whose face was a butt crack. Alive and well, thanks to the corporium. Hell yeah. Alright. Onward. Student corporium. Everybody chill. Everybody chill. I'm gonna take my 2 weeks holiday to go work on one of the skull crackers. Sailing around with. That's gotta be the easiest job the Miskatonic offers, right? You know they call it the Nightmare Corpse City for a reason, right? Because it's a nightmare city filled with corpses, or a city filled with nightmarish corpses. They say that about everything. They say that about Milwaukee. I bet it's a nightmarish city filled with equally nightmarish corpses. Then again, I've never been to Milwaukee. You're right, you're right. Hey guys. Whoa, what's this wiggling meat slab? That right there's a piece of Cthulhu skin charming, isn't it? Ain't it? Growdy. But I thought Cthulhu was like some huge alien god. How'd you guys get a huge chunklet off of him? Well, he might have a huge alien. He might be a huge alien god. But he is corporeal, eh? Corporeal, eh? funny story. There's a lost underwater in the Pacific called Rayleigh that used to act as a prison of Cthulhu. Cultists spent a couple thousand years trying to get him out of there, but a few years ago some Norwegian whaling crew accidentally let Cthulhu out of his cage. As Cthulhu chased their yacht, out of desperation the crew decided to ram his face with their boat. This caused Cthulhu's head to explode into mushy goo, disabling him. But his head slowly started reforming the moment it exploded. Smart fella then immediately told the Miskatonic, who now employs a fleet of icebreakers to continually drive through the mushy remains of his head, stopping him from reforming and destroying the world. Sounds like a fun gig. What are the Wiggles doing? They point towards the rest of the host, desperately trying to reform, eh? Nowadays, our supply ships use small pieces of Cthulhu flesh to point their way to raid. Awesome. Thanks for the biology lesson. We gotta see Cthulhu meat! Hell yeah. Nah, we're just vibing. Oh, she's back. What's up, Charlotte? You looking a little frazzled. Ah, it's nothing. Wandering the halls, listening to what folks are working on, wandering more halls. It's a weird job. Well, if it makes you feel any better, you're making us a lot safer. We haven't had an accident in the whole building since you've been here. See you around, Charlotte. Well, I mean, it's because most folks are standing around on the hallways talking about board games and deceased and shit. What are they waiting for? Oh, she wants stuff to happen. Ah, Charlotte. Finished with your patrol? Yep. All quiet on the Eldritch front. Awesome. It's getting late and most of the staff tucked in early, so you can take the rest of the night off. Great. I guess I better go get on everyone else's body clocks then. I'll be in the room if you need me. Well, I'm no closer to figuring out who's behind the brain goo, but there are a few folks acting suspicious. The posters might just be dark humor, coping mechanism, but it sounds like some of these guys are fine with gruesome shit happening to innocent people. I mean, it's not like there isn't plenty of gruesome shit happening to innocent people out there already, but that doesn't excuse kidnapping people and collecting brain goo. First thing tomorrow, I'm gonna find out who it is. Good evening, ladies and gents. Mindy here, wishing you all a pleasant and fulfilling evening, pushing the boundaries of occult science with a little regard of ethic or consequence. Ah, shub. Don't tell me she does this every night. And now, everybody's favorite part of the show, Mindy's News, giving you cheerful and uplifting stories from around the world. Uplifting in the sense that it reminds people that our precious little university isn't actually a bastion of liquid shit and liquid shit and human suffering compared to the rest of the world. At least not the worst one. Firstly, there's been reports of sightings in rural Russian villages of a strange new supernatural species described as bipedal humanoid constructs roughly 15 feet tall with a skin made of thin, clear glass. Strangely, these glass men appear to be stuffed with loose, random human organs, extremities, and entrails that all appear to be working correctly. Open hearts beat, unconnected intestines masticate. Severed hands wiggle their little fingers. These creatures wander silently into local villages, take a person's hand, and walk back to the forest with people too petrified to protest. Our local Miskatonic correspondent Dave Chumley ends his report form in the personal notes sections with, oh god, this is the freakiest shit, oh god, she just walked away with it, oh god, one of them has a fetus in its head, oh god, I pray they get me the fuck out of here. Hilarious. And if you think trained Miskatonic operators being frightened like tiny babies walking lunchboxes is fun, reports from Paris state that the latest operation to clear the so-called void from the catacombs of Paris have ended in disaster. Oh yeah. That god the peanut butter girl worships. Shit's bizarre. The only survivor of the 14-man operation has said that the void once again crept into the minds of the agents, stating that the 3 that turned their shotguns on themselves turned out to be the lucky ones. He went on to describe the deaths of the other 10 men to our university's liaison in what can only be described as puppeted trance, including bashing their heads against catacomb walls, tearing their eyes out, and filling the sockets with gunpowder, and simply chewing the flesh off of each other's faces until a hollow voice, he told the liaison, "Don't come back." He then proceeded to swan dive out of the French headquarters, second-story building onto the concrete below. And from the other side of the world, there have been reports from New Zealand of a new supernatural insect infecting the populace. Right, the earwig thing. Heard those guys joking about it. Guess she's not gonna stop talking about creepy bullshit. Might as well try and sleep through it. The creature seems to carry no physical debilitating illnesses, but while being in the victim's ear will generate the muffled sounds of screaming and brutality, making victims believe that their neighbors are viciously attacking each other. Thousands of people have already been murdered in an attempt to save imaginary spouses from imaginary violence. Local Miskatonic correspondent Sasha "The Basher" Coombs had to say this. "Just kill her already. I just want to sleep." Ah, Sasha, silly bollocks, there's no her. And talk like that gets you a visit from the Miskatonic's in-house sensitivity trainer. She tried to sensitivity train me once back when we were allowed to flirt at work. I had never done it before, but the cute lad from the literature department said he was uncomfortable when I sat opposite him with a bowl of spaghetti, stared at him and screamed, "This could be us," before throwing my head down into the meal. Ah! That would have worked in England. Long story short, sensitivity training can suck my spaghetti. The ice water hosing, bloody speech. This'll learn you not to be insensitive, she goffs, whipping hot, dry dock chains across my dangly broken body. Might as well call it a corpse, the damage on it. Still tastes blood at the thought of it. Thought that might be someone else's. Though that might be somebody else's. Oh god. So anyway, that's why I'm convinced that giraffes are from another dimension. And that concludes Mindy's news. We went a little over the time slot, but that's okay. This has been Mindy in the Morning signing off for the evening. Good morning, Miskatonics. It's your angelic little ball of adorable Mindy in the Morning, bringing you all the morning announcements from across campus. 8 goddamn hours. Firstly, students of the creative writing teacher, Mr. Have a Day Off, as Mr. Bleh yesterday accidentally wrote his name on a blood-dipped parchment and subsequently opened a nexus to his cadaverous homeworld, swallowing the entire post office. Post office, of course, being rife with blood and parchment. Secondly, a reminder to students and faculty in the biology department that the revolvers held in the wall-mounted glass cases are for suicide purposes only. Do not try to be a hero when little Susie splashes herself with a rage virus. Let her do it herself, or let our security forces take care of her. The turnover rate is high enough already, and our woodworking teachers are complaining about the amount of coffin projects they have their students working on. Jesus. The security team is there to die, so you don't have to. Thanks, dick. Finally, our Argentinian outpost has delivered to us a genuine Shoggoth brain. Much to the delight of Dr. Thirst Valentine, the brain has been sent to the corporium and testing will begin today. This has been your favorite morning radio host, Mindy in the Morning, with the Miskatonic morning announcements. Wait, do you think that's the brain that we found? Ah, hello, Charlotte. You are needed in the corporium, we? I'll be there in a second. Thanks. Rubbing the mud on her face. All right, time to head to the Corporium, but the investigation's still on, so I gotta keep an eye out for mischief. Whoa. Can you believe it? An actual brain. How'd they finally get a hold of one? Heard the engineering department has been developing some sort of acid rifle. Genius, really. Can't wait to see what the look on the old Valentine's face. Man, they seem excited. Eerily excited. So this is it. Kind of unassuming for all the commotion outside. Yes, this is a Shoggoth brain, or more accurately, an organ we'd like to call a sentence mesh. It's one solid organ. It's a one solid organ Shoggoths possess. A sort of webbing that dictates its actions and behavior. After a cursory analysis, I confirm that this is in fact made entirely of primordial ooze. Primordial ooze, that's what's that, huh? It's a vicious liquid, orange in color when pure. That is the base ingredient of all life. Oh! Primordial, so that's the stuff that we found, that orange. The orange goo? The orange goo is primordial ooze? Oh my god! It's a base ingredient of all life on Earth. Every plant and animal on this planet was created by the manipulation of primordial ooze. It's incredibly difficult to find pure samples, but with this sentient, is it sentient? Sentence? It's not sent. Oh my god, whatever. But with this mesh, we should be able to get a firmer grasp on how primordial ooze works. And to do that, I'd like to use your eyes on it. My eyes? Sure. Oh. Whoa. Huh. Didn't expect that. Astonishing. Charlotte, please take this report to Avery Mayer. I believe he's in the library. What does it mean? Am I manipulating their brain group? Am I some sort of psychic wizard or occult halfling? It's too early to start making assumptions, but if ours are correct, it's a very exciting time for the Miskatonic and all humanity. I better go find Avery then. Did you catch that, Charlotte? Yes, I did, other Charlotte. Primordial ooze, vicious, orange. Hard to come by. My ass, motherfuckers have been stealing primordial ooze from people's brains and stockpiling it. Why? Why is the first test to see if my eye's affected on it? Just getting intriguing. By the way, phenomenal acting on your part, Charlotte. Thank you, other Charlotte. Hard to keep smile going when you're half cracked case. For now, I better go find Avery and give him the report. Lay low, try and learn what I can about primordial ooze. Oh, friends. Hey, Emily, have you seen Avery around? I've got a report to give him. Hello. Well, thanks anyway. Where is he? Guess I'll take a seat. Maybe he'll be back in a minute. Oh, hey, Vic. Where's your little wormy? Oh, one's baking an elaborately tiered for an executive brunch. What about the other one? Moral support. Baking a cake isn't really a torso-driven task, so I can wander around for the dumb bits. Are you sure you can trust those wormy things with such a delicate little task? Won't they fuck it up or eat all the icing or whatever? Not if they don't want to kick up the ass. What are you hanging around here for? Didn't you hear about the brain? Yeah, I'm looking for Avery. I got a report to give him. Oh, I saw him at the main entrance. You'll find him there. Thanks, Vicky. I'll go check it out. There you are, Avery. I've got this report. Huh? Groovy, huh? I used my magical eyebrows on it. Wrapped it like some weird mouth thingy. What does it mean? Well, it's mostly about documenting the effects of outside influence on primordial ooze, not so much about your eyes. Turns out the ooze samples seem packed with something akin to neural impulses, creating a sort of rudimentary intelligence that warps its physical properties to better match its environment. Of course, the effect is much more profound when the ooze is exposed to open air, hence the heavily mutagenic atmosphere, but it explains a lot about the slow evolution of species on Earth. If I had to guess, I would say your eyes emit some trance amount of magic that only communicates with raw ooze, which is why the sample changed shape so rapidly. Guess it messes with people's brains sometimes because of the brain goo. Wait, what do you mean, hence the heavily mutagenic atmosphere? The air in New England has primordial ooze in it? Oh, you didn't know about that? Yeah, that was our bad. After the second expedition to Antarctica a couple decades ago, the Miskatonic discovered that the Elder Things used primordial ooze to create all life on Earth. They brought back a swimming pool's worth of it for testing, but didn't know it reacts to literally everything. It evaporated into the air, creating the atmosphere New England has today. And since the Miskatonic has the government by the balls, they decided not to evacuate New England, instead using the opportunity to observe the ooze's mutual properties on the unaware citizens. Oh, so they're just fucking with everybody. Well, fuck. Which I might add, further the process of occult medicine by 200 years. Not bad, huh? What the fuck is an elder thing? Galactic alien race. Oh, duh. Marie and the corporeal can tell you more about them. Thanks for the report. Okay. I'll go find her then. See ya. God, I hate her voice. This is an... Oh my god. This is an elder thing, or at least a drawing of one. What? Elder things were a race of alien scientists that came to Earth roughly 1 billion years ago. With their tough hides and nimble tentacle appendages, they could live on both land and underwater. Looks like an evil carrot. Oi! Oi! Oh, they have radial symmetry rather than the bilateral symmetry of us Earthlings. Much like carrot. But with them, they brought primordial ooze, the base ingredient for all life on Earth. Unlocking the secrets of primordial ooze and how safely to manipulate it could bring out a new world. One without hunger or the ability to create. Species dedicated to the working for us, or possibly to jumpstart the next stage in human evolution. Exciting, we? Or accidentally mutating everyone in the tri-state area. If we were able to control the mutagenic properties, we could not only fix the people of New England, but let them design themselves to their preference. Longer legs, bluer eyes, we could even do something about your giant bum. No. Okay, yes, thank you. Bye! So primordial ooze is responsible for everyone's mutations. I can mess with primordial ooze with my eyeballs, and it's the university's fault that New England's atmosphere is so effed. Huh. I wonder if I can snag a sample of ooze from the corporium. No doubt they got a jar or two. Run my own experiments on it, see if I can control it a little. Either way, I got a bad feeling about all this. Shit seeming evil. What gave it away? How the hell do you do that? Huh? Tell you what though, the dismount don't half play havoc with my jiggle jogglers. What? So what's all this muttering about evil, my lovey? What is some stuff I learned about the university gave me a bad feeling like there's some evil going on, you know? Charlotte, my sweetie, when you die in some daft experiment, they're gonna chop you up and feed you to me. They ain't exactly pillars of moral integrity, mate. Yeah, but that's, you know, cycling. And an ongoing experiment that they're running on us to see if eating people makes people crazy. Spoiler alert, you gotta be crazy to eat people. it's when all the science stuff starts hurting folks outside. That's what I feel weird about. The mutagenic atmosphere, it's a university experiment they effed up, and now New England's all screwed because of it. That's not fair. Let's you and me run away together then. Huh? What? Yeah, we'll go back to England. You'll hunt monsters for a living. I'll be your darling wifey in a polka dot dress cooking roast beefs in a pea green oven. You can do that whole pipe and slippers thing like a proper American husband. Rough day at work, covered in blood and claw wounds, kick your shoes off. 12 bore shotgun in the umbrella stand, dinner at 6, bed by 11, dead by 80. Proper traditional. It actually sounds like fun. Yep. Don't you feel better with a little exit strategy? Back in London, we called it a fuck it. Just a little plan we all dream of for when shit gets slightly too awful, helps us get through the day. Yeah, I do kind of feel better. Thanks, Anne. Not a problem, I love you. Just give a day's notice if you ever want to escape the country. We'll be on a boat by breakfast. Oh, hey. Your brother works in the corporium, right? Do you think he could sneak me a sample of primordial ooze? I'll have it on your desk before you know it. Thanks, Annie. I owe you one. I'll hold you to that on the honeymoon. Oh! Okay, then. Oh, I think we just got engaged, y'all. Well, with Annie swiping a sample for me, I better do a quick patrol to keep up appearances and go back to my room for the experiment. Oh, she got him back. How'd the cake go? Hey, Vicky. Where's everybody at? Oh, there's a trip to Dunwich tomorrow. Most of the staff are preparing for that. Dunwich? Isn't that where little Lizzie's from? Yep, Lizzie of Dunwich is in fact from Dunwich. Mystery solved. Lizzie! Lizzie? 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 Where is everybody? Oh, hey! Ruiner. Try to make sure your eyes don't fall out in the coming weeks. That would impede the advancement of science quite a bit. Well, plus I wouldn't be able to see anything. Oh. How terrible. Cool. Love that. Hey, Rumen. So, I was a guest at the Arkham Elementary School for mutated munchkins, right? And I'm like, little kids, impressionable, might as well tell them about shenaniminime cults. Try not to be a douche is a lot easier to learn when you're a little baby child. Or so I've heard. Exactly. But then this snot-nosed little anus of a child gets up and he's like, if these love cults are so great, why do we still need the police and the army or whatever? Never wanted to drop kick a 7-year-old before. I imagine it feels fantastic. Well, the police are there to stop folks stabbing other folks. You can't force people to be loving to each other. You just gotta be groovy and hope other people see how awesome it is and join in. I guess. What if you could, though? You can't. But what if there's a machine that just turned everybody into nice people? Nice people wouldn't notice, and the assholes are now nice people. People would be like, yeah, that was a monumentally assholey thing to do, but you know, can't argue with those results. World peace, done, you know? I think some people tried that before, but a whole bunch of people got killed. The machine was guns. Not a damn war, Charlotte. I mean like a spell or something. Pour love potion in the ocean. And then go with the motion of the love potion ocean. Well, I guess if you wanted to turn humanity into a giant tribe of bonobos, it's a noble way of going about it. A noble go for the bonobo goal. I guess that's one way to achieve world's peace, huh? Yep, but still a douchey thing to do. Us cultists have just got to be groovy. And other folks will be groovy too eventually. You're right, Charlotte. Forget I said anything. Already forgotten. Okay, patrol done. There's a bunch of suspicious motherfuckers around here, but not enough evidence to go to the cops. Better get back to quarters, see if Annie swiped a sample of primordial ooze for me. Right. Hair up and sensible. Jimmy jams secured. Socks moderately comfortable, affordable. Repugnant base ingredient for all life on Earth, delivered and ready for experimentation. Let's do some fucking science. Hypothesis: I can control primordial ooze with my eye bubbles. Method: I'm basically gonna try and do that. Results: booga booga. Anything? 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 Ooh. Oh. Hello, friend. What the fuck? It actually worked. I'm literally queen of badasses. Some can do math, others write poetry, but Charlotte Lestrange can make a sugar out of yogurt. Maybe with enough practice I can unmutate all of the effed up folks in New England, maybe even get rid of the atmosphere. On the other hand, if my suspiciousness gland is wobbling correctly, maybe I should keep this on the down low, at least until I got some practice and then don't turn people's mutations into Shogothi mush or whatever. In any case, I gotta learn how to fix folks. The only way to do that is practice on primordial ooze. First thing tomorrow, I gotta ask Annie and Eddie for more samples. So the little witch girl had discovered that the university was responsible for the mutagenic atmosphere covering New England, which had mutated thousands of people across the states.